Hey, Chris,
Hey, what's up?
did you know everything can be therapy?
What do you mean everything?
Throw something at me.
Cooking.
Not, yes, but don't literally throw something at me.
Oh, I'll put it down.
Good.
Throwing things at your friend. Can that...
Depending on what you throw, I think, yeah.
Sports.
Yes.
Children.
Debatable, but yes. Yes, Chris.
Coffee.
Coffee, definitely therapy. Chris, everything can be therapy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to It Is All Therapy, a podcast in which a borderline insane therapist tries to convince you that everything you can possibly think of is therapy. What I like to call the Rule 34 of therapy. Everything is therapy if you try hard enough. I'm here with my friend, my confidant, somebody who I like to describe as the anchor of this podcast, who gets to hear my ramblings. Christopher DeZorba, how are you today, Chris?
I'm great. I'm very excited for this.
I am terrified for this, to be fully honest. I am putting my entire brain right on the table for this. So the point of this podcast, I am very passionate about looking at everything as therapy. Everything, in my opinion, whether it be sports, whether it be cooking, whether it be coffee, forms of media, gaming, everything can be viewed as therapy. Everything has a therapeutic aspect to it. Everything can be used for therapy. So I encourage, if you are a clinician looking to spice up the ways you work, if you are somebody who is just stumbling on this podcast and you see an episode where we talk about a favorite hobby of yours or whatever it may be, I encourage you to really think about and process how that can be therapeutic, how it can find different aspects of meaning in your life or values or things you share, because everything is deep. Everything can be deep. Everything is therapy. And I hope to convince you of that. And Chris, what are your thoughts on that?
I am very excited to see how you pull that off. How everything can be therapy.
That's a challenge that I'm willing to take. So Chris, first and foremost, what are some things you want to see me bend to be therapy?
Cut that.
No, I'm not gonna.
Damn it. Biggest thing, the media interest that me and you both share. So TTRPGs, some movies, video games. I want to see the therapeutic aspects of that. Cooking, which is a great passion of mine, is definitely something. And just kind of seeing the world differently, going through my life and seeing something and thinking maybe like, how could this be therapy? And then maybe you tell me.
Yeah. My hope at the end of the day is just to either give real world examples on how it is being used for therapy. For example, like coffee in and of itself. That's an episode we're definitely going to do because we love coffee. But my hope is like through coffee, there's a lot of physical things, such as it's very sensory. People enjoy coffee. There's a lot of meaning just in holding a cup of coffee, for example, is very therapeutic for some people. Or even looking at it in a very metaphorical way on the different types of grinds, the different uses of coffee, how different cultures kind of approach coffee. I think all of that can shed light on how coffee beliefs around it, and metaphorically, it can also be viewed as a therapy tool or a therapy aspect to use in your own life. So I know for myself, there's a lot of things I want to discuss. I've kind of hidden some from Chris on purpose because I think it's going to be fun. My whole point of this is just simply, I call this the dollop style of a podcast, in which I am the expert kind of things, and Chris is just here for the yucks.
I'm the college dropout.
Are you a college dropout?
Officially, yes.
Oh, I didn't know you even went to college, to be honest. So
I am that unintelligent.
You're intelligent, just different intelligences. Don't get me started. College is a scam. It's something I fully believe in, even though I have a license to practice therapy.
Don't tell your students that. Or maybe tell your students that.
For what they're studying, yes, you need to go to college for that. I'm more platform like go to a trade if that works best for you. Do anything that you find works best for you. College or a 4-year degree is not worth it for a lot of things. And if you truly want to do something like healthcare, education, therapy, anything in that regard, you need a 4-year degree and more, obviously. But if you want to go for art, graphic design, any trade, I think you might be better off searching other things because college is expensive. College is a lot of time, and there's probably a couple more avenues for you to go down. So, but that's all my personal beliefs around stuff. So, one of the things I truly want to cover that I had Chris watch a while ago, and I think he told me it ruined his life as it ruined mine. I'd love to do an episode on The Whale. That's going to be a very personal episode for me. I'm going to be very honest about that, but that would be fun.
I'm going to have to or get to watch it again because gosh.
I like how that is both of our approaches to it. Like I have to and also get to, but I have to be emotionally like taken out at the kneecaps for it. Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be some prep work there. We got to make sure we're both emotionally well.
Chris, I've only watched that movie once and it still emotionally has broken me.
Oh God.
So, but I'd love to do an episode on that. I'd love to do an episode on a new game came out that also emotionally took me out of the kneecaps called Expedition 33. Something I truly want to go over.
Downloaded it, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
It is a beautiful, wonderful game. Things on music, whether it be, I know Chris is, I don't know how to describe it. Are you you're part of the punk? Is it a punk movement?
Subgenre. I like 3 things musically. I like folk, I like punk, and most importantly, I like folk punk.
Okay.
Yes.
Understandable. And that is really funny because I am a metalhead. So that'll be a fun thing to dive into. But also I think it gives us a interesting neutral base to look at. But I also know there's probably some overlap in some areas.
Yeah.
So
yeah, especially between the punk side of me and the metal side of me, there's definitely a lot of overlap.
But then there's also like things that aren't any of those that I really want to talk about, like Bo Burnham. We are definitely going to talk about Bo Burnham. You will catch me dead if we don't talk about Bo Burnham.
Series.
Oh, I'm going to break down all of it in different various ways because him as a person is therapeutic in my opinion, and his content is therapeutic as well. 21 Pilots, musically, I'd love to break that down because they talk a lot about mental health in their stuff, and they are a band that is very near and dear to my heart. But even Tom Cardy, I love, if you don't know Tom Cardy, for the love of God, treat yourself. Every song, every episode is a new experience. And I mean that in the best way. But even like it's comedy music, comedy is heavily therapeutic. There's even a lot of theories that pull into humor, using humor. I've even seen classes on using improv in the therapy room and being trained to use improv in the therapy room. Yeah, it's insane and it's so cool. But this is what I mean. Everything is therapeutic. Everything can be therapeutic. I have made cheese therapeutic. I have used cheese in the therapy room as a metaphor for therapy. Yeah. Chris is looking at me like I'm losing my...
I believe you, but were you therapizing a rat or...
No, a human being. But no, like... So I use it in the aspect of like, how do you get validation from yourself versus how do you get validation from others? And for some reason we fell on, they like cheese a lot. And I also like cheese a lot. My son likes cheese a lot.
He's got to be here for the cheese episode then.
No.
Oh, come on. He's almost old enough. When we started this thing 2 years ago, he couldn't talk yet. Now he can talk.
Yeah, I don't want a child running in my office. He runs here too much already. But it was the aspect of like, I asked them like, what's your favorite type of cheese? And they gave me like a nice, fantastic type of cheese. Chris, what is your favorite type of cheese?
Brie.
Brie?
Yeah.
Fancy bitch. I don't talk about what my fancy cheese is often because nobody asks me. I mean, it's a weird question.
I can't believe I haven't asked you your favorite cheese. Given my life.
It's funny. A lot of people would think it is like extra sharp cheddar cheese because that is like my mac and cheese recipe I do. I like a nice pepper jack. Ooh, those are there's a nice variability in there. But anyways, Brie's your favorite type of cheese. What would it be like if you were not able to get any cheese whatsoever unless people gave it to you?
Pretty difficult, yeah.
And what would it be like to depend and wait on other people to get cheese, to get Brie, to get your favorite type of cheese?
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it would suck to have to depend on people to get your favorite type of cheese. Does it mean you're not allowed to get Brie from people?
No.
No, it just means, hey, maybe you need to find a way to access Brie yourself and have the ability to get Brie. And it's just a nice bonus when other people give you Brie at the same time. And maybe you might get other types of cheese. It just makes the Brie taste that much better. You get a nice charcuterie board of life.
We're getting dangerously close to me feeling like I have to pay you. I'm going to get an invoice for this.
That's the other faux part of this is I always toe the line where Chris has told me he's terrified of me at the same time that I'm just going to start practicing therapy on him. And it'll happen.
I know you people can read minds. I know it.
We can. That's what I tell people all the time. They don't believe me. But no. So like that's an aspect of like I made cheese therapy to some degree. I've thought about making dirt therapeutic in its own way. Like
I want to do the dirt episode.
Oh, there's going to be a dirt episode.
I can't wait for that.
There's so many different ways. It's so overarching. There's so many different aspects and pieces to it. And I encourage anybody who's listening, one, why? But two, thank you. And three, challenge us. I am one therapist talking about how cheese is therapeutic, talking about how dirt or different forms of media are therapeutic. I am just one man talking about things as they're therapeutic. Challenge me on stuff. I am not perfect on everything. Chris is solely here. I call him the anchor of this whole episode or this whole podcast, mainly because I go down a lot of rabbit trails at times. If anybody knows, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the good old Pepe Sylvia episode where Charlie is sitting there with everything attached to Pepe Sylvia. She's got boxes full of Pepe everywhere. That is me when I am talking about the connection of therapy to things. I need somebody to keep me grounded so that I don't go full-blown cuckoo. And Chris, that is your job in this.
Of all of our friends, the fact you picked me for that is both an honor, but also absolutely insane to me because you know I will just follow you down most rabbit holes.
Yeah, but like you're also willing to be like, hey, that either does or doesn't make sense. And you're also flexible, which is nice. You're willing to hear people out and listen to stuff. And that's what I'm also looking for. It takes an open mind to view dirt as therapeutic. I would say that to some people and they'd look at me like, you've lost it. I'd argue, yeah, I have lost it. I choose to talk to people about their problems for a living. I think I've lost a little.
The crazier thing is, if you couldn't get paid for that, I know you'd still do it for free.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing about it. That's the wildest thing to me.
I like what I do. What can I say? It's fun. But no, and lastly, to also say this, I want to make sure I put my credentials out there. I'm not just a crazy person talking about stuff randomly. I have credentials behind me. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist out of New York State. I work in Buffalo, New York. I work at Whole Stories Therapy, a marriage and family therapy practice, a practice that I truly love and am passionate about. I'm also, some of the most insane stuff to me, I'm being published in a book called The Psychology of Demon Slayer, in which I talk about how the theory of internal family systems could be related to the entirety or different aspects of Demon Slayer. I'm also giving a presentation at a convention called Geek EdCon in a couple weeks. And I'm also currently an adjunct professor at a local college. So there's so many different things I am doing that I hope give me at least some sort of foundation to be like, hey, I think I know what I'm talking about. So yes, I do have some credentials behind me. I want to make sure I say that.
Now let me list my credentials.
Mhm.
I am a college dropout, but I've been in and out of therapy since I was 7. So I know how to sit here and listen to a therapist.
Well, Chris, you're going to have to be a little bit more active than that, I hope.
Oh, don't worry. Ask any of my therapists. I will fight back. Don't worry.
This is why I wanted you as my anchor, because I need somebody to fight me.
Oh, don't worry. I will throw down.
Good. When I'm talking about how different aspects of the show Monk can show both the good and the really bad ways in which OCD has been portrayed, I need somebody to hold me down on that to some
Oh,
degree.
man, especially somebody with OCD. I'm the perfect man for that.
I also have OCD. Chris,
All right, let's go.
I am diagnosed with OCD, so
We both are. Look at us go.
high five. I say that because we're too far away to actually give high fives. So, or when I'm talking about how House MD shows various different types of obviously narcissism to some degree, but also trauma and drug abuse. Nothing is off limits for me. One of the things I often love to say is just simply, if you leave me in a room with something for just enough time, I will make it therapeutic. And this is a podcast in which I get to do that. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see where it goes. And last but not least, if anybody listening to this, one, again, thank you. It means a lot if people are actually going to start listening to this, listening to my rambling. That's just neat. Also terrifying that people are going to listen to what I'm going to say and take that into their lives. You think I'd get over that as a therapist, but I don't. It's just neat. And if you have different things you want us to talk about, different ways of looking at things, or different types of media, or different ideas, or anything that you think might be cool for a therapist to break down, you can send us an email at alltherapypodcast@gmail.com. That would just be a wonderful place to find. We're also hopefully going to be getting a YouTube channel up and getting a bunch of different ways to find us up as well. So signing off, remember, you matter, everybody matters, and let's go Buffalo Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Goodbye.